I mean, yeah. I know. Oh, here's someone. I'm like, hello. Okay. Let's see. Can she see where I am?
I can see you just fine.
Okay. Is it Lynn?
Right.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
And hopefully you can hear me. If I walk around and you can't see me, hopefully I'm loud enough that you can follow along.
Yes, I think so. It's pretty loud.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, let's see. Where do you guys sore?
What's that?
Where are you sore?
Yes.
Psychologically, I know, like mentally. And you guys, what were like saying last week? Looks like you're talking about the new year. We're baby stepping and we're 9 days in. And it's not going to be any more boring than 2020. It's crazy. I know. I hope so. But hopefully we're doing okay. Yeah. Maybe this is me. And then we were just talking, like, we need more yoga than ever, I feel like. So let me just turn on some music. We're gonna start in a seated position.
Where is
Well, I went running the other day and I hurt my knee. And then I was mocked. Like it was one of those, just kept on going. So I'm gonna baby my knee a little bit. So if I might squeeze me into one position, you know why. All right, so let's start in an easy seat position. So while we're just here, let's just do some pelvic rotations. Today I want to do a lot of twisting positions and help with our digestive system. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when something you watch on the news or just when you hear something that you don't love, like you get a pit in your stomach. Anyone? Yeah. And so I want to work on releasing our belly and help with our digestive system just to feel lighter. And let's reverse. Let's go the other way. And again, maybe we're like, I just want to do this for an hour or corpse pose. That's okay. And just, you can reverse it again, or just when you're ready, again, take time. Let's come back into that center. And from here, let's just drop our head over to the shoulder. If it feels okay, drop your chin to your chest. Let's go to that other shoulder. Let's repeat that. So maybe we didn't realize how tight we were until we started to move. So be patient with ourselves and kind of notice what's showing up this morning. We can continue to do those neck rolls as long as we like. We'll come back into that center. And we can close our eyes or gaze at something that's not distracting. Let's take a deep breath on that belly. And as we exhale, just relax the shoulders. Let's sink a little bit into our sit bones. And again, just start to notice what's going on physically. Let's start there. Our bodies hold on to stress and trauma. It feels like we're holding the weight of the world on our shoulders. And last week we talked about bringing this new year with more just waking up, not waking up, just noticing. And kind of continue with that. I love this quote where I heard this the other day. It just says, every moment is a fresh beginning. So even though we're still right in the middle of this pandemic, things are really heavy right now, physically and mentally, things are just going on. Let's just notice how we are in the moment. Look at things with a different perspective. You guys will see the same positions, that you see every week, but today's a new day. And let's try to see the good just in little things. Easier said than done, but let's just start with ourselves. How do we feel? Maybe there's a lot going on, and hopefully we're going to start to release just more tension and more stress out of our body. Let's just take one moment at a time and really listen to my options. If you guys are just like, okay, I want to stay here, do it. There's no need to rush. There's no need to go to one position if we're not into it. It's okay. So take 3 deep breaths here. Just let go of that competition and the expectations and the judgment that we may feel. Notice this breath. Notice this moment. And then once again, let's just drop our head over to our shoulder. If it feels okay, drop your chin to your chest. Let's go to that other shoulder. Good, let's just repeat that a couple more times. Good. And then just slowly work our way back into that center. From here, take a deep breath and let's reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And then from here, as we circle sweep them down, bring your right arm underneath your left. Wrap the forearms around to come into those eagle arms. And maybe we're like, I don't know what we're doing here. We can do this, where we just kind of hug the shoulders. So eagle arms or hug the shoulders. And from here, kind of think about lifting out of your shoulder blades, bring the arms just a little bit further forward. Can you feel that? You guys are going to see a lot of this. Kind of notice like, oh my gosh, this is so tight. It's just like we're holding the weight of the world on our shoulders right now. We need some release. So take a breath, reach those arms all the way up. Then as we exhale, gently bring your left arm underneath your right. Find the eagle arms and again, adapt to what feels good right now. Know that there's options. Hugging the shoulders or forearms, lifting out and bringing it more forward. Good. And then inhale, reach those arms up. Let's do it one more time on each side. Bring your right arm underneath. Wrap the forearms. Get out of the shoulders. Reach them a little bit further forward. And then slowly reach those arms one more time. Bring that left arm underneath your right. Lift and reach. Feel that stretch, that release. And then just slowly reach those arms all the way up. From here to drop a hand. Doesn't matter which arm or hand, sink into it. Feel the length of the side of that body. And then come back in the center. Let's go to the other side. And just flow from one side to the next. Again, at your own pace. This feels so good. And this class is all about you guys, but sometimes I'm like, I just want to stay here a little bit longer. Let's maybe do one more on each side. And then next time those arms are up, let's just sweep it behind. It doesn't matter which side, just find a gentle twist. And then coming back in the center, let's twist to the other side. Nice. Let's come back into that center, grab the shins right in front of us, and let's reach the shoulders towards the back, chin to that chest. So really grab the shins. So you really reach the shoulders. Get that good stretch along the traps. Stay there as long as you like, or slowly open up that chest, bringing the shoulders down and back. Lifting that sternum towards the sky. And just flow back to that cat. This is the wide seated cat and cow. And then open up that heart. Good. Let's repeat that a few more times. Just waken things up. You guys are going to see a lot of twisting and cat and cows today because I feel like we've been through a lot. We need to release any tension, any trauma that the body is holding on to today. So hopefully we feel just a little bit lighter when we leave. Good. And then just slowly work our way back into that neutral position. From here, sweep your feet so well behind us. Let's find ourselves on all fours. So the crown of the head towards me, toe to the back. Let's just shift those hips a little bit from side to side. And then from here, let's slowly add some pelvic rotation. So from here, we're going to drop those hips down toward those heels and then just make a circle to come back up. And just repeat this, again, just at our own pace. And maybe we reverse, go the other way. And there's no rhyme or reason. I just want you guys to do what feels good. And this position is opening up your first, second, and third chakra. So that first chakra holds everyday stress. Your second, our emotions. The third is your self-esteem and your will. So this position is helping release any negative energy that we're holding there. One more little circle going one direction. And then gently just sink into that child's pose. And let's walk the fingers over to one side. Just getting a good side stretch. Take your time there. Maybe walk it over to the other side if you want to. And then just come back into that center. Extend those arms. Fingers are wide. And just stay here. Breathe. And you can stay here as long as you need to. You can always come back to this pose whenever you need a break. Notice, just think about child's pose as just like a home base. It's like I'm going back here. Now let's just take 3 deep breaths here. I'm just gonna sink into that lower back, into those hips, reaching those arms, just lengthen that back. Stop. And again, no rush at all. Stay here a little bit longer if you like, or just extend those arms. Fingers are wide. From here, we're gonna soften those elbows as we hover above the mat, shifting forward. Keep the core strong as we open up into like a mini up dog. And then from here, let's reach the shoulders coming into a cat. And then we sink back down into that child's pose. And we're just gonna repeat this. So hover, kind of waking up those triceps. Core is strong as we open up that heart. Reach the shoulders coming into that cat. Sink into that child's pose. Just flow. Think about how this feels rather than how it looks. Like, am I doing it right? Yes, you are. Just do what feels good. Open up that chest. Core is strong. Just not dumping into that back. Reach the shoulders. Sink into that child. Good. And we're just flowing. We're just releasing. We're opening up. Feeling a good stretch. Nice. Let's maybe do one more flow. For the next time we work our way back into that cat, stay with this cat, and then open up and let's find that cat. Let's repeat that at our own pace. Inhale, let's open. Exhale, shoulders reach. And again, just close those eyes and just really feel that stretch along that back, along that spine. And then from here, let's slowly work our way back into that center. Let's open up your right knee to the side of the room. Let's circle it out so we open up that hip. Let's reverse. Let's go the other way. And let's find a sunbird. So we're going to sweep this right foot up to the sky. Open up your chest. Keep your core strong. And then bring your right knee and shoulders reach. Inhale, let's open. Exhale, bring it in. Few more times. And use that breath as your guide. Notice, what are we working and what are we stretching in this pose? Last two. And then next time your right foot is up, sweep it in between our fingers. Take your time to get there. Sink a little bit deeper into this hip, then slowly extend this leg. Find that hamstring stretch. Let's pause for flow. We do this all the time, but how is it today? Does it hurt? Yeah, for me. Hurts so good. And again, it's like we do this. I do this in every one of my classes. I feel like our hips and hamstrings are so tight anyways. But think about what we've just been through like the past few days. You know, there's a lot going on. So look at every position with fresh eyes. New perspective, different perspective. What's going on? Our body's telling us stuff. Let's listen to it. Good. One more. And then from here, let's just sink into this right foot a little bit deeper, and then just sink that hip, that left hip, to really feel that opening. Just take 2 breaths here, and you'll see this after we've warmed up a bit. Kind of just notice, okay, what's showing up right now. And then slowly extend that right leg with this knee soft, even though that leg is straight. We want a micro bend so it's not locked. And then bring the toes towards your forehead. Kind of like you're flexing that foot so you really feel that stretch along that hamstring. Take another deep breath here. Good job. And then slowly drop this right foot back. Tuck the left toes, come up into a runner's lunge. Left hand stays, but twist to the right side and open up that chest. Twisting from that belly. Nice, take another deep breath. Then as we exhale, relax your right hand and step your right foot back into that downward facing dog. Let's bicycle those heels one at a time. And so I love the first down dog. You just kind of play around with it. Just bicycle those heels, stretch out those toes and our ankles, exaggerate the bend so you really feel a stretch in those calves. Shift the hips a little bit from side to side. And then the beauty of down dog is that length in that back. So you can continue to pedal or soften or relax the heels and soften the knees, lift that tailbone, and relax the shoulders just to get that good stretch. Nice. Good. From here, let's slowly shift into that plank on our toes. Let's take 2 breaths. Nice, let's drop to those knees. Let's have that yogi push-up. Use your core, sink into that triangle pose. Let's repeat this. We can speed things up, we can slow things down. We're just starting to heat that body up a little bit more. Lifting from that belly, using those triceps and our back muscles and our core. Nice. The next time we sink into that child's pose, stay there. Let's breathe. Maybe add that side stretch by walking the fingers. Breathe there. Come back. Let's go to the other side. Let's slowly come back into that center. Work your way back up into that tabletop. From here, open up that left knee to the side of the room. Circle it out. Open up that hip. Let's reverse. Let's find that sunbird on the other side. So sweep this left foot up. Open up your chest. Core is strong. Then bring that left knee and shoulders reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, breathe in. Notice this side. What is working? What is stretching? Last 2. The next time that left foot is up, take your time to sweep it in between our fingers. Sinking a little bit deeper there, then slowly extend this leg. Oh my gosh, let's pause your flow. Yeah? You guys all right? I'm like, I'm like too vocal. I'm like, oh my gosh. Just notice the hips, those hamstrings. And again, you'll see this again, but you can definitely always come back to it. You're like, I'm not doing what everybody this pose. Let's slowly sink a little bit deeper into this left foot, and then just sink that right hip towards the mat. Just to feel that good stretch, that opening, that release. And those hips, even though it's like they're so tight there, we're really quick to get out of it. And that's where we need to stay a little bit longer. And then slowly lengthen that left leg, but again, this knee is soft. Then bring the toes towards your forehead. Hopefully we feel just some kind of release in that back, along the back of that leg. And then take your time to sink into that left foot again. Tuck those back toes. Right hand stays, but twist the left side. Open up that heart. Twist from that belly. Take a breath. Then as we exhale, let's relax your left hand. Walk around the wide side, toe to the corners of the mat. Let's sink a little bit deeper into one leg as one leg lengthens. Let's pause or flow. And again, we want a wide stance so we really feel the stretch in those inner thighs and those hip flexors. Again, that's everyday stress. We're holding a lot here, so be patient here. Use that breath. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other, or take a full deep breath on one side and a full deep breath on the other. Let's maybe do one more on each side. Again, take your time. Don't feel rushed at all. When we're ready, let's come back into that center. Let's pivot our feet so they're parallel to the mat. Leave your left hand underneath that left shoulder and twist towards the right side. Opening up that chest. Stay here. A couple more breaths. And then slowly relax this right hand. Keep it underneath that shoulder and then twist towards the front of the room. Stay here. And then gently relax this left hand. Slowly pivot towards me, towards that left foot. We can stay down, but let's slowly lift up, coming into that high lunge. Let's relax the shoulders and just open up that chest. While we're here, let's just bring this right hand on your shoulder. Left arm grabs that elbow. So we get a good stretch in those triceps. And just open up that chest. Sink into those hips. Take 2 more breaths. And then just slowly reach those arms up. As we exhale, relax the hands down. Step your right foot into our fold. Inhale halfway, then exhale, sink. Inhale, reverse all the way up, reaching one arm higher than the other. Let's get out of that lower back. Are you guys getting warm? Yeah? All right, so from here, let's reach both of those arms all the way up. And from here, open up those arms to the side. Let's bend those knees, sweep those arms, find a mini back bend, and then sink back down. A few more times, sink into those quads, and lift out of that back. Open up that chest. Good. Last 2. Last one, let's reach those arms all the way up. Take a deep breath. As we exhale, let's hinge down towards the mat. Keep the knees soft as we walk the fingers over to one side. They come back, let's go to the other side. Let's come back into that center. From here, step your left foot back into that lunge. And stay down. Slowly lift up, coming into this high lunge on the other side. Relax the shoulders. Let's sink a little bit deeper here. Then gently drop this left hand on that shoulder. Right arm comes around and grabs that elbow. Open up that chest. Good job. And then slowly reach those arms up. Take a deep breath. As we exhale, relax the hands down. Step your right foot back into that downward facing dog. Nice. We can stay here if we like, or we can take our first vinyasa by shifting into that plank. Leave your toes lower halfway, find cobra or up dog. Use that core. Let's lift up into that downward facing dog. All right. So what we're gonna do here, just bicycle those heels just to stretch our feet out. We're gonna do one long sequence. Just on one leg, then move it on the other side and then we'll be done. So if you're like, what's happening? We'll be over soon, okay? So from here, let's extend your right leg up, shake it out. Open up that hip. When you're ready, sweep this right foot through. Take your dear time to get here. Then stay down. Let's slowly lift up. Relax the shoulders. Let's sink. Let's breathe. Let's take advantage of this heat and really open up those hips and open up that chest. From here, slowly bring those fingers towards the front, towards me. Now bring your left arm underneath your right. Left arm underneath your right. Find those eagle arms or shoulders. Lift out of the shoulders, reach those arms a little bit further forward so you get a good stretch. Sink and breathe. 2 more. Good job, you guys. Now keep the elbows or hands where they're at. As we lift that right leg, lengthen that right leg, walk around the wide side, toes to the corners of the mat. From here, we're gonna gently hinge at those hips. Keep the arms where they're at, okay? Now the elbows stay, but now bring your right hand, grab your left shin. Now your left hand grabs your right shin. You guys see that? Yeah. I'm like, which arm am I doing? So we're just kind of connected at the elbows. So from here, if we're really tight in the shoulders, this might feel good, or it's just like, oh, just an inverted chest. We need to just relax the head down, because this is where it helps release some stress. And we've been dealing with a lot of stress lately, so just kind of let your head relax, grab a hold of those shins, just sink into the stretch. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly relax the hands out in front, and then pivot towards me, towards that right foot. Left hand stays, but twist once again to the right side. Open up that chest. Good job. Take another breath here. And then as we exhale, relax your right hand. From here, we're going to find some core planks. We're going to sweep this right leg up to the side, shake it out, open up that hip. Now from here, we're going to gently bring this right knee in, shift into that plank, tap that right elbow, then inhale, reach it up, then exhale, bring it in. We could drop to your left knee at any time. It will look like that sunbird. Good. So we want this core to be strong. We shift into that plank and tap that elbow. Last 2. Last 1. Let's extend that right leg up. This time, sweep this right foot through. Take your time. Go back here again. Right foot stays, but shift your back foot at an angle. Slow cartwheel those arms up. Find that warrior 2. It's okay. I'm sweaty and hot. Good, stay there. This is our first and our last warrior 2 on this side. So relax the shoulders, sink it just a little bit deeper here. Now notice those hips are opening. Noticing those quads sinking into the feet. Shoulders are just adding weight. 2 more breaths. Nice. Slowly bring this right palm up, reach it forward, and extend this right arm up. Dropping this back hand, find that reverse. Take another deep breath, okay? Nice, take another breath. And then leave that right arm where it is, but reach that left arm up. Take your time to pivot this back foot forward, coming into this high lunge. And then from here, what we're just gonna do is just open up those arms. Palms face the mat. Start to shift your weight into your right foot as we gently just lift up into that airplane. And toes can stay on the mat or just barely off it. And then gently step this left foot back, coming into that lunge, palms come together. Then inhale, open it back up, shift that weight, let's lift up. And let's just repeat this. I want you guys just to go at your own pace. Find humor if we're kind of like a little shaky, wobbly. Again, we're working just on our balance, which some days we've got it, some days we don't. Let's do a couple more. How's that right side? Yeah? And then next time we sink into that lunge, let's pause. Palms towards me. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lengthen, open up that chest. Then exhale, sink. A few more. You guys are like, what's that? Good. Open up that chest. Sink a little bit deeper. Last two. Good. And then as we sink, let's pause here. Bring your left arm underneath your right. Let's find those eagle arms. All right. So from here, we're going to find that full expression of eagle. Start to shift your weight into that right foot. Then gently bring that left foot in front and use it as a kickstand. You can stay here. We're wrapping around that shin and soften your standing leg. The trick here is to breathe. Feel like we're doing all this and we still have to do more. Keep on breathing. The eagle pose definitely helps with that digestive system. So you guys are working a lot. Hips, ankle, belly, shoulders. Now from here, slowly open up those arms back to that airplane and then gently sweep that foot back. Relax the hands, step the foot back, drop that left knee. Oh my gosh, you guys are okay. That was just the right leg. We have to do that on the other side. So let's just flow. What? Few more. And so notice the hips, the hamstrings. After we work that, does it feel a little bit more open than it did before? Maybe it's still tight. And then slowly sink a little bit deeper into this foot. Pause here. Take a couple breaths. Watch me back. She dances in those videos. Not like, I'm fighting it. All right, then from here, slowly extend this leg. Bring those toes. Get that good stretch. And then slowly plant this foot, tuck those toes. Step that right foot back into that downward facing dog. Nice job, you guys. Stay here. Let's take that vinyasa by shifting into that plank. Lower halfway, find full breath or up dog. Use that core. Let's lift up into that downward facing dog. Nice. And extend that left leg up to the sky. Shake it out. Open up that hip. When you're ready, sweep that left foot through. Take your time. And just moving that leg from down dog is so tough, but it opens up those hips. Take your time to come up. Good. The beginning of the last part, that left leg. Take another deep breath here. And then slowly bring those arms towards the front. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Wrap those arms around. Get a good stretch. Reach those arms a little bit further forward. Reach those hips. Now keep those arms where they're at. As we just lengthen your front leg. Walk around the wide side. Feet are parallel to the mat. Take a breath. And as we exhale, gently hinge at those hips. Elbows stay connected, but just bring that left hand, grab that right shin, right hand, grab that left. And then just sink here. Relax the head, feel that stretch. Take a couple more breaths, full raise forward. Keep on moving. Good job. And then slowly relax those hands on the mat, pivot towards the knee, towards that left foot. Find that runner's lunge. Right hand stays, the twist to the left side. Open up that chest. Good. Take another deep breath. And then as we exhale, relax your left hand. Let's sweep that left leg up. Shake it out. Open up that hip. Let's find that fourth leg by bringing this left knee in. Shift it to that point. Tap that elbow. Inhale, reach it up. Then exhale, bring it in. We can drop to that right knee at any time. It will look like that sun here. Good. Stop. Last two. Last one. Let's extend that left leg back up. When you're ready, sweep that right or that left foot through. Take your time. Right foot shifts at an angle. Heart with those arms up. Let's find that last warrior two here. Good job, guys. Relax the shoulders. Sink a little bit deeper into our feet. Taking 4 more breaths. I don't know if I told you guys this, but my daughter, she's 5, she sneaks this song in all of my playlists. I'll find it. I'm like, she puts it in like at a good time. I have to like live. Sometimes I catch it first of all. I'm like, oh! All right. Let's slowly bring this left palm up, reach it forward. And extend that arm up. Relax that right hand. Take another couple breaths. Nice. And then slowly reach this right arm back up. Take your time to pivot this back foot forward, coming into this high lunge. Nice. Once again, reach those, or actually, I almost forgot this. Bring those arms back. Palms face the mat. Start to shift your weight on that left leg, reaching that right foot back. And then take your time and step back into that lunge. Palms come together, then open it back, shift your weight. And this side could be like completely different from the other side. So just be patient. And just repeat this maybe a couple more times. Nice. The next time we come back to that lunge, stay here. Palms come together. Then inhale, open. Squeeze the shoulders. And then sink. Inhale. And exhale. Guys are doing so good. Nice. Last two. Then as we sink into this last one, pause here. Bring your right arm underneath that left. Wrap the forearms around. Find the eagle arms. Now start to shift your weight into that left leg. Bring your right foot in front. Toes can stay or wrap it around the shin. Soften your standing leg. Breathe. Good job, you guys. Take your time to slowly come out of it by opening up those arms, coming back to that airplane, and then dropping down at our own pace. Drop that right knee, sink into that hip, then kind of flow to that hamstring. Good job, you guys. Let's stretch things out now. So notice how this leg feels after just moving and working it. And then just slowly sink a little bit deeper into this left foot. Pause here. Sink that right hip so you get that good stretch. And then just take your time to slowly lengthen. Bring those toes towards your forehead. sinking into our hamstrings. And it's probably still tight, but hopefully it feels just a little bit more open. And then slowly come back. Let's sweep this left foot back to that tabletop. Let's shift those hips from side to side. All right, so I'm going to give you guys some options. Let's do what you want to do, what feels good. So let's come back into that center and let's open up our knees to the width of the mat. And maybe we just come into just a wide child's pose with the feet together, you just see. Or if you want to come into frog, a little bit more of a hip, deeper stretch. So bring those ankles out, the knee and ankle in a straight line, and your toes are to the side of the room. And then from here, you just sink where you feel that first sensation and stay with it. But anytime something else is talking to you, like your knees, you don't love this pose, just come out and then bring the feet together into a wide child's pose. Again, just take your time. Breathe here. Nice. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then just slowly lift up and shift those hips a little bit. And then just sit down on our glutes. Take your time. That frog pose can be like this. And the kids can like color while they're talking. They're seeing out. I know. I gotta look at my kids like, do you realize how tough that position is? All right, so from here, place your hands behind your knees. Gently roll down onto our backs. And just bring the knees to our chest and just rock gently from side to side. Just notice that back. Just massage it. And then just come back into that center with the knees to your chest and just give it a big squeeze. So if your lower back is, talking to you, this is the best position. Just bring your knees in, and you can do one knee at a time if the back is definitely hurting. But from here, maybe the back is just loving this, so stay here, or let's do some pelvic rotation. So keep the knees glued together, and then just do little circles with both of your knees going the same direction. Again, pelvic rotations just help release stress in our hips, in that belly. Helps with emotions and anxiety. Reverse it the other way. It helps relax us. And it definitely helps with the digestive system. And then just slowly bring those knees back into that chest. Again, big squeeze. Knees are glued together. Arms out to the side. Find your T shape and drop both the knees to one side. Keep the knees together and maybe even extend the legs. But again, the knees are still together. You can stay here as long as you like, or use your core to bring your knees back to the center and then over to the other side. And repeat this as slow as you like. And use the core. We use our back so much, and we dump into our back without even realizing it. So let's just wake up the core a little bit more, thinking, you've got some work to do. Let's stretch out the back and let's work the core. Let's do one more on each side. And then after we have done both sides equally, let's come back to the center. And before Shavasana, I'm gonna give you guys some options to do what feels good. Maybe we continue with more gentle twists. Maybe we come back in the center and we do happy baby where we extend the feet and we grab the toes and open up those hips a little bit more. Maybe it's reclined butterfly, with the soles of the feet together, knees out. Maybe we're like, oh, I want to do some pigeon. Just take your time with one position or a couple of them. Noticing what else is talking to us today. After we've worked and we've moved and released, we're still holding on to stuff. Hopefully we do feel lighter, but let's pay attention to what the body's telling us. Just take a couple more breaths wherever we are. And again, take your time if you want to stay there a little bit longer. Don't feel rushed. So when we're ready, we can come to that comfortable position. Again, take your time. You're still stretching, no rush. But I like to give you guys the freedom at the end of the class just to kind of really notice, okay, what else do I need? Where we really are mindful of ourselves. We're paying attention to ourselves daily. And it's hard to really pay attention when there's so much craziness and chaos, everything around us is going on. And again, we need to be mindful of that, but especially right now when we're dealing with this pandemic and a lot of different things going on, we got to turn inward. We got to really notice, how are we feeling? And so I want you guys just to try to look at things with fresh eyes. It's a new year. Things may still be looking the same. Maybe it's a little bit harder. But how can we bring in that freshness every day where we just notice it? We notice the little things a little bit more. I'm just going to end by reading this quote. I think I've read it to you guys before because it's always fitting for whenever I want to talk about, letting go and staying more here. And it says, "My strength is not determined by the heaviness I choose to carry. When I loosen my grip on what once was, I allow myself to experience the fullness of what is now. When I release what no longer serves me, I return to the natural rhythm of my highest self. To be connected to self is to be connected to the very ground I stand on, the foundation where all arises from. My past does not define all that I am. It waters my roots, and it prepares me for where I'm going next." Just take our time here and just breathe. We've moved a lot. We moved pretty fast. Now it's our time just to notice it. Your brain and thoughts, it doesn't need to be empty. Your mind is powerful. We just need to declutter it. We just need to notice it and appreciate where we're at right now in this moment and use that breath to help us. So just take a few moments with ourselves and with that breath. Deepen that breath just a little bit more. Wiggle those toes. Open, close our hands. And roll those wrists around. Just again, notice the little things. And reach those arms above your head, feeling the energy through your whole entire body. And then gently bring the knees to our chest. Another big squeeze and rocking. And rolling over onto our left or right side. And just take a breath there, and when we're ready, working our way back to a seated position. Let's take our time. Sometimes that position just feels good. And then from here, let's just, you can take your time, but once we're here, drop your head to a shoulder. Down to that chest, and forward to the other shoulder. One more time. And coming back into that center. From here, take a deep breath. Let's reach those arms all the way up. As we exhale, palms come together, down towards our heart. A moment here. Let's just honor ourselves. Let's honor this moment, how we feel, and how we can be more mindful of ourselves today. And bowing towards our heart. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, thank you. That's great. Good job, you guys. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully. All right. Feel a little bit lighter. And that we did a lot of eagle pose, so hopefully shoulders, belly, everything feels good. Hopefully. Yeah. Unless it'll curse my name, but that's okay. But thank you guys so much for coming. Are you here next week?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, see you next week. I know in February, my husband's off to these jet, so we gotta figure out either babysitter or I find us up, so, or they bring them here. Or they come here. Which they probably do cold.
I was gonna say, they could do frog and colors.
Huh?
They could do frog and colors.
I know. They can do all the poses, they're like, oh, that's how you do it? Without ease. That one side, were you guys thinking like, okay, are we gonna change ever to the other side? All right. Thank you, Lynn.
I have one comment.
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, I have one comment. You stand right in front of that big window, so the sun totally, I can't see you at all. I just see the sun.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I could hear you and I could see one of the people, but it totally,
Could you hear me?
yes, I could hear you fine.
Okay. Well, then I'll try and see if I can either bring it closer up so you can see without the sun. I tried to close.
Well, I think if you were just a little to the left of the window, because one time you moved over to the left and then I could see you.
Okay.
It's just that the light totally voids you.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope that you at least figured it out what we were doing.
Oh, yes, I've done it enough, yoga enough that I knew. Yeah. There were a few times I couldn't tell which leg was, yeah. but
Okay. Well,
it
thanks
was good.
back. Thank you so much.
And what is your name?
See
How they do
very
it?
small angle changes things. and
Okay.
Sometimes that light.
Yeah,
That's it.
Completely obliterates.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
okay, and what is your name?
I'm Whitney.
Whitney. I couldn't recognize the voice, but I think I've taken your class
Thank
once
you.
or twice before. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks. See ya.
Okay, all right, bye-bye.
Bye.